shadows where the stories rise. Gangsta's paradise where truth never lies. Tune in deep, feel the drama unfold. Real life tales, bold and untold. In the shadows where the stories rise. Gangsta's paradise where truth never lies. Tune in deep, feel the drama unfold. Real life tales, bold and...
What up, though, fam? Welcome to Gangsta's Paradise. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that like button and give me a thumbs up. Make sure you also check out the GP membership. I've got some exciting perks lined up just for you because your support means the world to me. Trust me, I'm constantly working on new projects with you in mind. I'm all about loading the GP channel with fire content and exploring different avenues to keep things fresh and engaging. I'm gearing up to dive deep into some compelling topics, including special segments where the GP community will discuss investing in the market. Stay tuned for that. Now, let's jump into this hot story. In this episode of the docuseries Family Business, we're focusing on the father and son duo, Pedro and Zanza Noriega, and his son, Pedro and Zanza Coronel. They're allegedly linked to the Beltran labor organization, a faction of the Sinaloa cartel, known for its power and influence. But before we get started, I need to lay down a disclaimer. Any stories covered here are based on accusations and allegations until proven otherwise by a court of law or reported by credible news sources. I believe firmly in due process. Remember, this isn't investigative report. As it stands, the father and son duo is innocent until proven guilty. This is a hot story, so let's dive into it together. Keep it locked right here on Gangsta's Paradise. The Beltran Labor Organization, widely recognized as the Beltran Labor Cartel, emerged as one of Mexico's preeminent drug trafficking and organized crime syndicates. Founded in the late 1990s by a group of 5 brothers, Marcos, Carlos, Alfredo, Mario, and Hector. The cartel initially operated under the auspices of the Sinaloa cartel, which was led by Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. This familial connection provided the BLO with both resources and strategic advantages in the volatile world of drug trafficking. At its height, the Beltran Labor Organization was allegedly notorious for its extensive control over various drug trafficking routes within Mexico and across borders, significantly influencing the distribution of illegal substances such as cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. Beyond drug trafficking, the cartel diversified its criminal activities to include human smuggling, money laundering, extortion, kidnapping, murder, and gun running, demonstrating its formidable presence in the organized crime landscape. The BLO was particularly adept at infiltrating government agencies, including elements of the Mexican Federal Police and Interpol. Such infiltration not only facilitated their operations, but also provided them with protection and information that helped them evade law enforcement efforts. This level of corruption underscored the pervasive influence of the cartel in political and law enforcement circles throughout Mexico. The organization's decline began in the late 2000s when the internal conflicts arose following the arrest of several key members. The eventual capture of Hector in October 2014 marked a significant turning point for the cartel, with a multi-million-dollar bounty placed on his head by the United States and Mexican governments. His arrest was a pivotal moment in the ongoing battle against drug trafficking in Mexico. Despite his arrest, the fragmentation of the BLO continued as rival factions emerged and the power dynamics within the drug trade shifted. So I want to share my screen right here and look at this article, and this is coming from the United States Attorney's Office, Southern District of California. Headline says, Sinaloa cartel leaders charged with narco-terrorism. That's an executive order, Executive Order 14157. You can look it up, where they will be charging these traffickers with this terrorism, and that could lead to the death penalty. So let's read a little bit. An indictment unsealed today is the first in the nation to charge alleged leaders of the Sinaloa cartel with narco-terrorism and material support of terrorism in connection with trafficking massive amounts of fentanyl, cocaine, methamphetamines, and heroin into the United States. All those drugs is like the popular drugs of today. Fentanyl is like an epidemic right now. Pedro Noriega and his son, Pedro Coronel, are charged with narco-terrorism, drug trafficking, and money laundering as key leaders of the Beltran Labor Organization, a powerful and violent faction of the Sinaloa cartel that is believed to be the world's largest known fentanyl production network. Yeah, the whole world is looking at these Mexican cartels, so it's not just the United States. It's a lot of them. But the thing is, you just can't go invading Mexico and try to bust all this up. It was up to Trump. He'd just send some F-22s in there and just light them up, but he just can't do that. 5 other BLO leaders are charged with drug trafficking and money laundering. The indictment is a direct result of President Trump's executive order 14157. I can see in the future. So y'all gonna go look that up. It's reported on a credible news source. This right here is definitely credible, which designated the Sinaloa cartel as a foreign terrorist organization. That is deep. That is bigger than these RICO charges. And the Secretary of State's subsequent destination of the same on February the 20th. This is something he was saying. He gave a news report. I did a live about the news report. Y'all can go back and check that out. Operation Take Back America initiatives reflect the reality that narco-terrorists operate as a cancer within a state, said U.S. Attorney Adam Gordon. Scroll down some. These charges highlight the unwavering efforts of transnational. See, that's a key word right here. Transnational, which means that'll be multiple countries. So there's a bunch of countries, they like supplying the whole world right now, allegedly. This is all allegedly. Transnational criminal organizations like Sinaloa cartel to flood our communities with deadly drugs. Homeland Security investigations of San Diego. So this report was coming out of San Diego. And let's scroll down a little bit. See, there's more people involved. The indictment of Pedro reflects the Southern District of California's pursuit of the Sinaloa cartel. Federal drug trafficking indictments are pending against all alleged leaders of the Beltran Labor faction. So it's a bunch of names on here. I'm not going to go through all the names right here. But here goes some of the defendants. I'm looking at the age right here. Pedro, the father, he's 62 years old. Interesting. Son is 33. There was another guy, 50. Yeah. So they get charged with something like this, a terrorist charge at 62. Yeah. It's almost a death sentence in terms of doing time in prison. So that's pretty much all the people that's allegedly the defendants on this case right here. This is in effect right now, and I just gave a little background on the Beltran Labor Organization. Organization allegedly been around for a long time. I mean, that's decades. So, and when they do all this, it creates a vacuum. So this is an ongoing battle because the demand for black market drugs is really, really high. So it is what it is. As we dive into the world of family dynamics and how family can build a black market empire, be sure to check out the other exciting content in the Family Business playlist. Each episode offers valuable insights and real-life experiences that are not just informative, but also engaging. Today, we bring you another cautionary tale, a reminder that family ties can present unique challenges in these streets. Stay blessed, fam.